Oh my flipping gosh, guys. I cannot believe I even am making a video anything like this, but I just want to say karma is the most incredible thing in the world, and this video literally just proves if you put some good out into this world and you do some good for someone, it's gonna come back to you, like whether it's really late in life or like really soon, like right now. But 100%, if you do something nice for someone, it's gonna come back to you eventually. And this video is just like living proof of that. I cannot believe I'm even making something like this, but you would not believe what happened to me in the past like week. Okay, who's ready for this announcement? Because I just wanna tell you guys, I can't put this off any. It's gonna blurt it out, otherwise I'm gonna tweet it out. I now have, if you include my ripped Rainbow Rare Charizard, and if you don't know, Ando, why do you have a ripped Rainbow Rare Charizard? Just go back and watch it on the channel. That's irrelevant. If you include my ripped one, I now have 3 Rainbow Rare Reshiram and Charizard tag team cards in my collection. Bro, can you actually believe it? Can you? Okay, that makes no sense at all. How have I got 3 Reshiram and Charizard tag team Unbroken Bonds ultra rare, like $420 minimum in Australia right now? That's how much they're reselling for. How have I got 3 of these in my collection? Let me tell you the most crazy story in my whole Pokemon collecting career, how this has happened to me. Okay, so let's start with the ripped one. Basically, what happened was, I unboxed a couple of Unbroken Bonds boosters. I was looking for Rainbow Rare Charizard. I pulled it, and that was my first ever one that I pulled, right? So I had one. That was my first one in my collection. The day after that, I went and bought some product, which was just a build and battle kit. Chances of getting a $400 card out of one of those $30 boxes is like 1 in 600. It's so slim. I go and pull a Rainbow Rare Charizard. So I had 2. But the thing was, when I pulled the second one, I pulled it when I was doing a Flip It or Rip It challenge. And then I ripped my second Rainbow Rare Charizard. Okay, so at this point in my collection, I've got 1 regular normal one, and I've got 1 ripped one. I personally couldn't live my life knowing there was people out there that didn't have a Reshiram and Charizard, and I've gone and ripped one. So I thought, I'm gonna give back. I'm gonna give away my like properly, fully intact one, the, you know, mint condition Rainbow Rare Charizard. I'm gonna give it to my friend RJ, who's like this kid who I know is a massive fan of the channel. And I was like, I'm gonna go to his house. I know he's wanted this card for all of his life, and it would devastate him seeing me rip one. I'm gonna give it to him. So I went over to RJ's house and I gave him the card. I was thinking, you guys at home already know, but I would surprise you and come over today and give you my Rainbow Rare Full Art Charizard right here. Oh, that's the bit of paper. I would give you none other than the Rainbow Rare Full Art Charizard and Reshiram tag team card right here. So that's like 100% real, 100% the card. That's all yours. That's like, that's from me to you. Because, some crazy stuff happened on the channel today. And yep, it might be one of the most emotional experiences I've ever had in my entire life. It was unreal. And like, a lot of people were like, Ando, why'd you give it away? Do you feel sad? I honestly felt fantastic. I'm like, you know what? He deserved it. He wanted it. I was content. I thought, you know what? Let's start a new series. Let's try and get myself another good condition Rainbow Rare Charizard. So I was looking for it, and I had 3, or like maybe a month worth of openings. Well, we didn't get anything, right? We're just hunting boxes on boxes. All of these videos we're doing, I couldn't find it. I was getting close, but I just couldn't find the ultra rare version. Then all of a sudden, this week, if you haven't seen the video, I'm gonna link all these videos in the description. You're gonna go check them all out, they're bangers. But, I unboxed a couple of pre-like made booster packs from a guy called Pokey Collects, and he's a legend. He's always hooked it up, and I didn't mean to, but I've sold out his eBay store because I linked it in the description when we opened up his products. So to thank you, in my latest video that he sent us, he sent me a Rainbow Rare Charizard and Reshiram as a thank you, and that was just the greatest experience ever because it's been a month-long hunt, and then boom! He sent me one of those bad boys. Okay, so now at this point, we're looking at, in my collection, I had 1 ripped one, 1 normal one. That's all well and good. 2 days later, RJ gives me a call. He's like, I'm coming over. I've got a surprise for you. And get this, right? A week before this, I've given RJ 2 base set heavy boosters, just because I wanted to give him another like bunch of stuff. I know he wanted a bunch of base set boosters because RJ started a YouTube channel, which I'll link in the description below, but we'll get to that. So RJ's giving me a call and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I just went to his house giving him base set boosters, whatever. Then I see a video on RJ's channel go up. RJ had opened up some Unbroken Bonds and he pulled a rainbow rare Reshiram and Charizard on his channel. Roll the clip.
I had no idea. No idea. Leave a comment down below if you know what it is. No! Oh my god! No! Oh! No! No! Oh.
But the craziest part, get how good this kid is. Since I gave him my Reshiram and Charizard, he started a hunt on his channel. Hunt for the Rainbow Rare Charizard to give to Ando. Because he felt that he wanted to give it back. He wanted to pull a card to give it back. I couldn't believe, when I heard that he was doing that, I'm like, yo, you are literally the greatest kid. Like, no other kid wanted to do that. Like, how big is his heart? That's amazing. And I was like, that's just unreal. But you know, as time went on, he wasn't pulling the card. And I was like, I'll pay for it. I want to grade that Charizard that I gave you. So I took like 10 of his cards. I sent them off to PSA. You guys saw the video and I paid for them to get graded. Hopefully they come back soon and we get a Gem Mint Charizard. That would be unreal.
And here we come with the Reshiram and Charizard.
I saw that video and at the end he's like, I'm coming for you, Ando. So I had in mind that's what he was coming over to deliver. And then he came over last night and gave me his Reshiram and Charizard that he pulled and he said, Ando, I'm like, dude, don't give this to me. I don't want it. This is yours. Keep it, my man. And he's like, no, Ando, literally, you've got to have it for my sake. I feel complete if you have this in your collection. The kid may be the greatest legend ever. So they sent me the video early. I'm not sure if it's live on their YouTube channel right now, but I'll give you a sneaky peek of like what happened last night. I already knew that kind of that's what was going to be in the case, so my reaction wasn't huge, but it's still unreal. So what do you brought in the case, man?
Can't tell you.
You can't tell me.
But you gotta open it and find out for yourself.
I have to open this.
Yes.
Oh.
Keep the case.
Do these guys know what's in the case?
Yes.
You guys already know without me. Alright. Let's pop this bad boy open. Oh, dude! It's actually the Charizard?
Yes.
I had the sneaking suspicion this was gonna be the Charizard. I was like in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, he wouldn't do that. And I was like, would he do that? He did pull it and he did say something about unlisted leave. I'm like, nah. It's actually the Charizard.
Yes.
This
yes.
kind of looks fake from this angle, so I'm just gonna authenticate it right now. Oh, whoa, dude! It's in a hard case. That's crazy.
Want me to open it?
Yeah, that's sick. And there's other cards in here too, man.
Yep.
What are these ones?
We're gonna find out.
I'm gonna find out.
There.
Oh my god! Oh, yo, it's the real deal. It's textured and everything. Dude, I don't even know if I can accept this. I know this is the Charizard. And yeah, that pretty much brings us to today, where now I've got my man's Charizard Reshiram. Treasure that forever. That's not going anywhere. Stay for my collection. Then I got Poke Collects one, which, dude, that's my man's as well. Treasuring that. I can't believe it. And I've just got the iconic Ripped one as well. And I mean, the Ripped one, if I'm going to be honest, it's the most unique thing in my collection. When people come over or like I show them my collection, no one really asks anymore, like, let's see your gold cards, let's see your ultra rares. The number one thing people ask me about nowadays, Ando, let's see that Ripped Rainbow Rare Charizard. And I'm like, oh, bruh, is that the best thing I have in my collection now? Probably. And it doesn't stop for RJ as well. As I said, I paid for all of his cards to get PSA graded, and when they get sent back, I'll bring him back and I'll give him probably a surprise as well. But I'm hoping all of his cards get Gem Mint rating, and because if his Charizard that we got graded gets a Gem Mint, it's going to be worth well over $1,000, and that's awesome. So I'm stoked for the kid, and I couldn't believe that he wanted to do that for me. And yeah, now I have 3 or 2.5 Rainbow Rare Charizards in my collection. I just wanted to make a video on that because the past 2 months has been the coolest journey ever, and for this to be kind of the conclusion is just so sick. I can't believe it. And you guys have been along for the journey too, so I felt I'm gonna do a recap on like how this all sort of happened. But yeah, I've got more like videos coming out this week, I guess. I just thought today's video should be a recap on the most ridiculous 2 months I've ever had. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I can't wait. I've got another couple of good ideas for some series coming up, so stay tuned to the channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, but most of all, I'm gonna do a collection video. That's coming up soon. Keep on gaming, guys. I'll see you then.